What's going on YouTube? Texas Farmer here again. To show you my Remington R1 1911. This is, I've had it, 5-6 years. It is unloaded, safety check. It's nothing in it. Great shooting gun. I've probably put like 1,500 rounds through it, reloads and factory ammo. It's looks kind of the traditional look of the old military surplus 1911s. I've carried this thing on hog hunts. I've carried it in my truck with me. I've carried it. I don't have my CHL. I actually have my holster. I'm waiting on my CHL to come in the mail. So I plan to conceal carry it when that time comes. I think it was about $650, somewhere around there. They have a stainless version of it. It's a little more, but it's a real sharp looking gun. Sure, because I unloaded the trigger. It's pretty, it's not bad. It's really not bad. And just, it shoots, it's accurate. I've shot this gun out to 100 yards. It was actually a wore out chicken water that was about that big. I think it was a 5-gallon. And I missed it some, but I could hit it probably 4 out of 7 shots. Aiming high. You have to aim it high to hit with it at that range. It's got, of course, just grip safety, just like a regular 1911, and it's also got a firing pin block. I don't know if you can see that there. Some guys don't like them. They think they're could fail when you don't need it to, but I've never had any trouble with it. The only trouble I had with this gun was when it was new. The magazines that come with it, I think it was every 5th shot, one of them, the gun would jam. It would lock up, it'd lock back, and I think was it trying to double feed? It wasn't working at all. And I called Remington about it, and they said, we'll ship you two new magazines. And they did, and it's been flawless ever since, as far as that goes. The only other problem with it I had, and I think it wasn't broken yet, it would stop about right there. And I had to hit it. It even do it when it was unloaded, and it did it when I was shooting it. It was right in here where it was catching, but I've shot it so much that it's wore to where it doesn't do it anymore. I guess it just wasn't broken good. Actually, I might need to clean it a little bit. Usually clean it after I shoot it. But, magazines, this is a Brownells magazine. I think I got it at Gander Mountain, back when it was Gander Mountain. It's always worked good. These are the ones that came with it. Our Remington 45 auto 7-round. Those are some of my reloads. I think that was 185 grain bullet, Hornady bullet, hollow point. And these were some triple Ks, and these were really cheap when I bought them. And they've got a Colt floor plate bottom on these magazines. The only problem I've had with them is they're real tight. You gotta just bear down to get them in, and then to get them out. See, they don't want to come out on their own. You've got to pull them out. They won't fall out on their own. You have to pull them out. It's just mainly where they welded them together. They didn't clean them up as much, and the corners are a little more rounded. They're sharp here, and you can't even see the weld on that one. A little bit right there, but I've never had a jam with one of these. They've been good magazines. I can't complain, other than they're hard to get out. That's another triple K. Now I think this one would work. Let's see. Yep. That was a triple K, and for some reason they did a little better on the welding job and the corners, and for some reason it'll come right out. It'll fall out. Yeah, it will. I think might be a Kimber magazine. I picked it up at a gun show for like $10. Just too cheap to pass up, and I've shot hundreds of rounds through this one, and it's probably maybe even better than the factory ones, really. And I think that's another 45 Remington one, and that's my last triple K magazine. And those are all reloads. I'm gonna make some videos of me shooting this gun, and hopefully my 357 too, revolver. But all those mags are loaded, so I can shoot them. If you're thinking about buying one, I mean, I can't remember what all this Youth Handgun Safety Act. Notice I never even, I guess it's keeping young people out of trouble. Guns, handguns. The owner's manual tells just how to lock it up, how to break it down, and everything. That was a platinum service plan. They'll give you a free cleaning, lubrication, inspection within the first 12 months of purchase. Free shipping on all warranty repairs. And then there was a rebate for ammo, and I'm kind of dumb. I never even noticed it. I was too busy wanting to go shoot the gun to even pay attention to what this was, so I missed out on that. Oh, here it is, 115 and 13. So bought it sometime around late 12, 13, I guess, when I got it. And that's the plastic gun was wrapped in, and oh yeah, that's a multi-tool they'll sell you. It also came with, oh, that's the lock in there, and it has a bushing tool. I guess I don't have it in here. I guess I was using it one of my other 1911s. Take it apart, but I usually just use a magazine to take it apart. It just works almost as good as a tool. So, of course, it recoils like a 1911, like you would expect. But safety clicks on and off good. I've always carried it just condition 1 when I'm hunting or whatever for sidearm. Carried it on night hunts when we were hunting hogs with thermals. It's always served me well. It's a little heavy, but if you don't mind the weight. I've shot pigs and traps with it, put them down to get rid of them. They destroy our crops on the farm. So, then I've got this crossbreed holster. I like it. It's pretty comfy. I recommend that. But it fits good in that. Overall it's a nice gun. It's got some wear marks from me carrying it around, but that's all right. No big deal there. I guess the main reason I liked it is it had more of the traditional, kind of like my original Colt 1911. I'll do a video on that someday, but it's nearly identical to it. It's got the flat mainspring housing. and it's got original spurred hammer, and the safeties are real similar. The grip safeties are real similar. Yeah, if you want a middle of the road 1911, it's worth it. I used this gun when I took my CHL class earlier this year, and the guy next to me, he was shooting a Colt Gold Cup. It was a beautiful gun, stainless. He had really nice grips on it, and I was shooting better than him. He was missing the target in some cases, so it's definitely an accurate gun. It's you'll be happy if something goes wrong. Remington, they'll make it right, or they did when the magazines didn't work for me. And I think if you shoot it enough, it'll get broke in where it won't stop right there. It'll get to where it'll cycle every time, just like you want it to. So if you want a good 1911, more of a mil spec, kind of like the old school 1911s, World War I, World War II, I'd recommend it. You'll like it. Well, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me your thoughts. If you've got one, if you want one, consider it. So y'all have a good night. Thank you.